You are feeling extremely lucky. You have just been approached by an eccentric billionaire who has offered you the following deal. She places before you a vial of toxin that, if you drink it, will make you painfully ill for a day, but will not threaten your life or have any lasting effects. Your spouse, a crack biochemist, confirms the properties of the toxin. The billionaire will pay you $1 million tomorrow morning if, at midnight tonight, you intend to drink the toxin tomorrow afternoon. She emphasizes that you need not drink the toxin to receive the money. In fact, the money will already be in your bank account hours before the time for drinking it arrives, if you succeed. This is confirmed by your daughter, a lawyer, after she examines the legal and financial documents the billionaire has signed. All you have to do is sign the agreement and then intend at midnight tonight to drink the stuff tomorrow afternoon. Confronted with this offer, you gleefully sign the contract, thinking, what an easy way to become a millionaire. Not long afterwards, however, you begin to worry. You had been thinking that you could avoid drinking the toxin and just pocket the million, but you realize that if you're thinking in those terms, when midnight rolls around, you will not be intending to drink the toxin tomorrow, so maybe you will actually have to drink the stuff to collect the money. It will not be pleasant, but it sure is worth a day of suffering to become a millionaire. However, as occurs to you immediately, it cannot really be necessary to drink the toxin to pocket the money. That money will either be or not be in your bank account by 10 a.m. tomorrow. You will know then whether it is there or not, and your drinking or not drinking the toxin hours later cannot affect the completed financial transaction. So, instead of planning to drink the toxin, you decide to intend today to drink it and then change your mind after midnight. But if that is your plan, then it is obvious that you do not intend to drink the toxin. At most, you intend to drink it. For having such an intention is incompatible with planning to change your mind tomorrow morning. At this point, your son, a strategist for the Pentagon, makes a useful suggestion. Why not bind yourself to drink the stuff tomorrow by today making irreversible arrangements that will give you sufficient independent incentive to drink it? You might promise someone who would not later release you from the promise that you will drink the toxin tomorrow afternoon. Or you could sign a legal agreement, obligating you to donate all your financial assets, including the million if you win it, to your least favorite political party if you do not drink it. You might even hire a hitman to kill you if you do not swallow the toxin. This would assure you of a day of misery, but also of becoming rich. Unfortunately, your daughter, the lawyer, who has read the contract carefully, points out that arrangements of such external incentives is ruled out, as are such alternative gimmicks as hiring a hypnotist, forgetting the main relevant facts of the situation, and so forth. By now, midnight is fast approaching, and in a panic you try to summon up an act of will, gritting your teeth and muttering, "I will drink that toxin." The main point of Kafka's argument is that if you know it's irrational to drink the toxin, then you cannot possibly intend to drink the toxin. Why is this? Once you are offered the toxin, the money is either in your bank account or it's not. So it doesn't make any sense for you to drink the toxin if your ultimate goal is winning the money. Because you already have it or you don't. And drinking the toxin doesn't retroactively affect whether or not you get the money. So you have no reason to drink the toxin, and in fact, you have a good reason not to drink the toxin. It'll make you sick. So obviously, it's irrational to drink the toxin, or so Kafka argues. If you know it's irrational to drink the toxin, then you cannot possibly intend to drink the toxin. Kafka argues that intentions are not like decisions. You can't force yourself to intend something if you know that it's not rational. If you could decide, okay, I'm going to intend to drink this toxin, then obviously, boom, like you would win the $1 million right away. But you can't do that. The reason for this is that intention and reason are linked together in a way that Kafka describes as when you make decisions, you evaluate the rationality of both the action and the rationality of the intention. So, obviously, in this case, you have the action of drinking the toxin and the intention to drink the toxin. It is rational to intend to drink the toxin, but irrational to actually drink the toxin. And when cases like these crop up, it's very confusing because you can only intend to do things that are rational. So clearly there's a link here between rationality and intention. So Kafka argues that when you have conflicting standards of rationality between your action and your intention, one of them has to give way. Either the action itself has to go away or the intention has to go away. Kafka argues that the intention cannot possibly exist because the action itself is irrational. Either this, or you have to become an irrational agent. But the paradox stipulates that you are a rational agent. So if you buy into this logic, then there's no possible way for you to win the money. Sorry, kids.